Alrighty, hello, my lovelies. Welcome, welcome. Have a seat. I'm just gonna close this up so we don't get interrupted. Now, just say hi. You are in camera. We're gonna, we are just gonna record this session for Dane, so because he needs me to show evidence that we went through that side. You wanna see that side, Sandeep? So at least we go through all together. Now. He's like, oh my God, I feel watched now. Now, welcome, guys. So today we are going to go quickly to the new food safety program, yeah?
Yep.
And obviously a little bit about prioritization of daily tasks. So, now, obviously, Kulwinder, you made a comment this morning about how long it looks, the new food safety program.
Yeah.
It is pretty much the same, my darling, but this is the template they have given me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to complete it with the data of our service. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So basically, we've gone through obviously the approved provider who is the business name, the approved provider. Now, do you know who the approved provider is of the service? Because I really need you to know this.
Like where we getting the deliveries? The food
No.
delivery?
Who is the approved provider of the service?
You?
No. No. So, approved provider is management committee. You
Okay.
guys know we are non-for-profit, yeah?
Yeah.
This is not like private centers, for example, that they
Yeah.
have a boss. It's
Okay.
that
Yes,
they
boss
have
management.
exactly they
Yeah.
have a CEO,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We don't have a CEO because we are non-for-profit.
Yeah.
You guys know this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So every profit that the center makes goes back to the center,
Yep.
back to all of us, really, to resources for the children, for the staff, professional development, and all that. Now, who the approved provider for the service is, and the thing that I need you to know is because in case of an emergency in the kitchen, let's say, right, your main point of contact, and you will see it over here, is basically me. Right?
Yeah.
I am the food safety supervisor. I am in charge of kitchen operations.
Yep.
And compliance. However, let's say if I'm not here,
Yeah.
what do? You would go to Charmaine.
Charmaine.
What happens if Charmaine and I are not here? What
So
do
good
you do?
Sahiba.
Good Sahiba, correct, Sandeep.
Yep.
What about if all us three are not here?
Grace?
No.
No. Sorry. Sarvi? No. So,
Saravi? No.
Indu.
So
No.
we have to go to the committee.
Exactly right, Sandeep.
Yeah.
So because one thing is managing orders like Saravi does. Saravi does the ordering. However, she has no responsibilities whatsoever in kitchen operations. When I say if an issue comes, for example, the kitchen, the stove gets on fire.
Okay.
Can happen, right?
Yeah.
Gets on fire. So obviously you would then go and see myself. If not myself, Charmaine. If Charmaine and myself is not here, Gur Sahiba. If all of us three are not here, you would go to the responsible person. However, you would need to notify the approved provider as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because we are in the process of getting someone new, as you probably know, AGM it happens next month.
Yeah.
We have our annual general meeting happening,
Yeah.
and it's where we decide who is the chairperson, who is the finance person, all of that.
It's here.
It's here, my darling. The
So we were gonna
17th.
decide
Yes,
on the same day.
we are gonna decide on the same day. Correct.
Like
Yeah.
we will
Like
vote.
pretty much there is votations. Now Sandeep, for example, and you could win that. This is very important for you to know.
Yeah.
As parents of the service,
Yeah.
you can vote yourself to be part of the committee.
Okay.
Do you know this?
Okay.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. You need to know all these things because if you don't know,
Yeah.
you don't know. So as parents, as a staff, you could as well put your vote as a staff rep. So you represent everybody. do you know who our staff rep is? Who is our staff representative at the center?
Surname? No.
Blue come from the blue.
Nora Friesel.
Nora. No.
Nora Friesel is the
Yeah,
staff
staff.
representative.
Yeah, yeah.
So, for example,
Yeah, I saw
if
the
you
email
have
last week.
if
You
you
sent
have
me.
a little complaint
Yeah.
about the staffing, staffing issues. Oh, this educator is quite rude to me, blah 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 blah, or there's no procedure. So you would go, or for example, you have some sort of disagreement with your pay. Let's say, hey Nora, I think can you bring to the management committee
Yeah.
a pay review for me, for example?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't go straight. We have to go through the-
Exactly, my darling. Okay. Now, there are things that you would go through, obviously, Charmaine and myself, but if it's a little suggestion or something, you could bring it through Nora. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, Nora is the current staff representative. However, you as a staff can put the hand up as well. You have the right to put the hand up and be part of the committee as a staff rep. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But that means
Like that means like we want to become the staff like a
the staff representative.
okay.
So, exactly. So, you would become the main contact for the staff to reach you,
Yeah,
which I don't know if you want to, but
yeah. Not at this stage. Not me.
but I need to tell you
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah,
have the
that's right.
right to know.
Yeah.
Same as a parent, you are now both parents
Yeah.
here. You got Nitara, you got Sarawat, right?
Yeah.
So as parents in the AGM, you can raise your hand and say, okay, I want to be part of the committee as a parent representative.
Okay.
You can, darling.
Okay.
Okay, so the approved provider of the center, right? This is CCCC. So there is chairperson, there is a finance person, right? There has to be someone in finance, but understands a little bit about finance, yeah? And then there is a secretary, takes the minutes of the meetings, secretary. And then you got all these parent rep. So and you might be thinking, what do the parent rep do?
Yeah.
Parent representatives give their opinion on matters that involve the center.
Center.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So if, for example, Charmaine says, or me, right? Behind Charmaine is me, right? So if any of us says in the committee, I want to put the fees up to the parents, 255.
Yeah.
These people vote.
Okay. So if they will agree, all have
Exactly, darling. Does that make sense? So you can be one of them because as a parent. Okay? Anyway, long story short, this is what management committee is.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the approved provider. All these people at the center are the approved provider.
Yep.
So where they sit like the chairperson
Chairperson,
like they are not here in our center.
they are parents of our center, darling. They have children with us.
Oh, so they are the
They
chairperson.
are parents, exactly. So the current chairperson, now do you remember Lachlan?
Yeah. Last time I was.
Mom
Mom
is
is
chairperson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was thinking like she is bringing the child here and.
Yes,
so they're
my
not
darling.
getting pay or something like that.
Nothing.
It's just a
It's volunteer. It's volunteer
okay.
time,
And
darling.
finance and secretary as well. Yeah.
So finance is Michael,
Yeah.
Edward Sad.
Edward.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Edward?
yeah.
Edward Sad. Secretary, who is secretary here?
Ladies. I don't know name.
Caroline.
Carol. Yeah.
Caroline, you know Jude? Harriet,
Yeah.
darling, little blonde baby
Yeah,
in
yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
She's her daughter as well.
So okay, they are the all are the
They
parents.
are all part of
But
the
they have
committee.
to be knowledge about the thing, like if they are coming for the financing or like a
They have to have a little bit of knowledge, of
Knowledge,
course.
okay.
But to be a parent rep, you don't.
Yeah, okay.
You just give your say. You just vote on some things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you as parents have the right to put yourselves forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? Now that's one thing. So that's the approved provider. Now you know who your approved provider is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who that is
Committee.
all
Chairman.
these guys, the committee.
Committee.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if a reissue arises, not me, not Gustahiva, not Charmaine, oh my God, what do I do?
Yeah.
You will chase the approved provider. In this case, chairperson. Yeah?
Yep.
Chairperson. Now, for now, it's Andrea. But in September, it will change.
Yeah.
So it's
Votations.
supposed to be changed every year. Or
Every year.
Well, every year, my darling.
They can,
Like
they can be
they can if they vote, if they put themselves forward again for another year, they can.
Okay.
But
It's
they
up to
don't.
them.
It's up to them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Then obviously you got my contact number over there. You got the center details. Now in here as well, the food safety. I had to add the people involved with the kitchen operations. So center director Charmaine, you see her responsibilities to oversee and ensure full compliance with food safety program. Yeah. My responsibility is support the director in implementing and reviewing food safety program, which is what I did just today. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we got Gursahiva. So as you can see, in absence of them, of Charmaine and myself on the same day, she will step in. So
Yeah.
she can come into the kitchen and check that everything is okay. Or
Okay.
you can reach out to her
Yeah.
and say, hey, Gursahiva, I need help here, yada, yada.
Yep.
Then we got Sarabi. Sarabi is in charge of managing kitchen ordering, you can tell, yeah. Then you guys come in, Kulwinder
Yeah.
and Sandeep.
Yep.
Okay, same responsibilities. Okay,
Yep.
so obviously implementing the food safety and obviously yada yada protocols, right?
Yep.
And then we got the educators as the food servers because they actually are responsible
Yep.
for what they are serving as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know that. Now moving on, the biggest change in this food safety program are the forms. Okay, the forms are going to change a little bit, but pretty much the same information in them. So, oh God, so you know we are now in here as well. We obviously have put already. We are not free center.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely not free. You know that.
Yeah.
Now the only thing that Dane in the last audit as well, Sandeep,
Yes.
he asked me to add all that. Okay, so
Yeah.
for example, jewelry,
Yep.
minimal, guys. Okay,
Okay.
so Sandeep, so for example, you could keep those
Yes.
because they are
Sometimes them I don't know. Sometimes
exactly.
Yeah.
So you could keep those, but
Yeah.
obviously glove on.
All
Okay.
Yes.
This one here, if you got these ones, obviously always inside, not dangling like this.
Yep.
Yeah, very important as well. He asked me to add it. Okay. Then with the insects, now we do have a big issue in summer. You guys know about this one. Sometimes we do have a lot of flies in summer.
Inside.
A lot.
Yes. A lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what he suggested is obviously, apart from pest control, which we already have once every 6 months, he suggested to get a fence.
Okay.
Like, those fence, so 3 or 4, putting them across the kitchen, especially where you guys plate the food.
Yeah.
So that is an easy fix that when summer comes, I can get for you. So you can spread these little fence. They are very little,
Okay.
but the flies don't go around you. Does that make sense? Or around the food?
Okay.
Yeah. So that is done. Then now, where you base all the poultry, all the raw meat, the eggs. Now, obviously, meat always at the bottom of the fridge. You know,
Yeah.
cross contamination. If that is
Some liquid.
Exactly, liquid drop from the blood or whatever it is, right? It is at the bottom. You all know. Dairy and cheese can be on the middle shelf, top shelf. Milk always on the top. You know that. So all of that is in there. Now the other changes that are happening in the new safety program is about food handling as well. So every time you go to the toilet, every time you come back, new gloves.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are doing that.
Okay, obviously I probably know that you do,
Yes.
but this is quite important, especially if he sees you not wearing the same. He'll be like, Same with your apron. Every time you leave the kitchen, apron off.
Yeah.
When you enter, apron on. Yeah, that's
We
just.
can't go in the like a center with apron, or we can go.
So no, my darling. In
Kitchen.
theory, you shouldn't be going around with that.
Okay.
In theory, you just should be. As you enter, you put. As you leave, you'll go.
Yeah.
Because it stays within the kitchen. Does that make sense? The moment you leave the kitchen, the moment you can attract another bacteria.
Yeah. Can we have some like a little things on our doors, like we can just hang our apron there?
Yes.
Because we always put
Yeah,
on our
you
bags,
wanna
like-
hanging? No problem. I can get that for you.
Before
Hanging
I request as well mirror.
a mirror. You wanna look at yourself?
Yeah.
What? What type of mirror?
Just a see face.
All right, to see the face. Fantastic.
Nothing is on the face. No curry is on the face.
No, fantastic, guys. So I will do that, okay? Now, no problem. I'll get those two for you and get Michael to install them. All right? Now, who of you is not a food safety supervisor? None of you. Okay. So one of you will need to go, at least one of you will need to go for training of food safety supervisor, because you should be actually a food safety supervisor. Now, it's not mandatory because I am a food safety supervisor, but you guys are in the kitchen every single day. Okay? So I will be looking into that one. Who is happy to go first? No, well, you talk with each other and you need to get back to me with an answer, yeah? So I won't be able to send you both at the same time, obviously, because no cook in the kitchen, but the aim is to send you both eventually, yeah? Now, this course is valid for 5 years, guys. So pretty good, pretty generous, but it's a full-on day course, full-on. I've done it. It's a lot of work. So, because you got homework to do after as well.
You told them it before.
You got homework. So that's why I'm asking.
Maybe Sandeep will go first. Because I have lots of assignments.
So you gotta decide, okay?
Yeah.
Now you got time though to do the homework.
But still I have so many for the educators training left.
So maybe Sandeep, you go first, but you talk with each other. No pressure, but you need to tell me by next week, okay? Now, do you know who are food safety supervisors in here in the center apart from me? Who else?
Indian food safety, maybe one.
No.
Food safety
Charmaine is food safety supervisor. Charmaine is now, my darling.
Because when you told me last time, you was the
She
only-
wasn't. I was the only one. And I told her, because by this, there has to be one at least at the center at all times.
Yeah, you told me.
At all times. So if Dane calls at 5 p.m. and you're not in, and I'm not in because I'm on early, whatever, Charmaine has to be food safety supervisor. Does that make sense? So that's why I want to send you both, but you need to decide which one goes first. Okay? Then, Heating the dishwasher, this then asked me to obviously speak with you about this. So dishwasher is all in here, our brand, always above 82 degrees, okay? The temperature you record,
Yep.
always above 82 degrees.
Okay.
If it's less, we need to check that out because it's not correct.
Like in the morning, it goes above 82, but like after we start washing the dishes, sometimes it go down as well, no, Sandeep?
Because it's sometimes
Yeah,
we
because
open door. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's why.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why.
No,
That's why.
that's not an issue.
Sure,
But
yeah.
you know, the problem is right in the morning,
Morning,
Kulwinder,
yeah.
if this is less than 82, not good.
No
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Because otherwise it won't be killing the germs. Yeah,
Yes,
we
yeah.
want it to kill the germs.
Yeah,
So that's that. And then cleaning, sanitizing. Now, chemicals. What do we use to disinfect surfaces?
Sanitizer.
What sanitizer? What type of sanitizer?
Um, being glaze.
Sandeep.
The pinky one.
Pinky one,
What
yeah.
is with the pinky one? You need to know the name. Germ guard.
Guard. Jam guard. Jam guard.
Germ guard. Now, does that one need dilution or no? Do you need to dilute it with water or no?
No, 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 no.
with
Water. No water.
okay,
No water.
No
water.
water, my
No
darling.
water.
He's ready. Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows that. He knows that because I've asked him last year before the audit.
That's like I never, because Sandeep always bring that one in the kitchen. I don't like
Yeah,
Yeah.
my darling. So in theory,
Yeah.
it should be both
Both
of
of
your jobs.
Yeah. Where
So-
we kept that sanitizers?
Yes, so that sanitizers keep at the front in the shed, chemical shed, darling. It's all labeled.
Okay.
You don't need to put water. It's already ready to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got that one. It's more expensive. We used to have another one. I don't know if you remember, Sandeep.
Yep.
That one you could dilute with water, but it wasn't effective.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It wasn't sanitizing properly. This one is a bit more expensive, and the shelf life, you can keep it for more than 2 years,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
darling. So you don't need to worry, oh, I need to change bottle, oh, I need to, nah.